5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Daily fish. Going for it. We're not chicken this time. We're fish. Today is still Monday, February 22nd. Same day. Same day. Same day as the last episode. I know it's Thursday today when I upload this. How's it going Thursday? It's like a scene of the future. That's what I like about having an upload schedule is like I realize that I can just like say stuff now that like would be in the future. Like, hey, you know, this is 3 weeks. Like when I recorded with Nick the other day, I was like, Nick, these episodes probably won't go up for like at least 3 weeks. Like 3 weeks from now. And he's like, oh, well, I'm sad now. And I'm like, don't be sad. Oh, fuck. Right off the bat. Back at it again with the fucking white vans. Oh my god. Damn, Daniel. I was at Lifetime, and there were these guys there that kept yelling, damn, Daniel. They were like, damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white vans. Like, they were just walking around yelling it out. It was super funny. Oh, man. I'm glad I get to have a lazy day today. It's kind of nice, you know? Recording is fun. I enjoy recording. There's some, you know, I kind of like, since I record a lot now, like a lot more than I used to, I'm kind of like not used to it yet, so I'm kind of like, you know, I'm kind of like, oh, I have to record, oh, I have to record, I have to do so much recording. But like, when I'm recording, I actually like enjoy it a lot. Because it feels like I'm like, I can just like spout nonsense. Like, I can just literally talk about whatever the fuck I want, and nobody is gonna be like, ooh, stop saying that. Like, I don't have to watch what I say. It's my videos, you know, I can say whatever the fuck I want. Like, for example, fuck this stupid maggot. Thank you. And also, fuck Big Bandit, who hasn't died yet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanna, like... I wanna play, like, I wanna get further in Fallout 4. Like, I feel like I'm nowhere near as far as I need to be for episode, like, 22 or whatever it's on right now. But I finished... Oh, dude, I finished, yeah, dude. Yeah, I finished Bloodborne. I am so happy, dude. Like, I seriously, like, I finished my first YouTube series. I know, I'm pretty sure I already talked about this, but... Buff Gator! Normal Gator! Oh my god, dude. I am literally so good at this game. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't have been able to do that if it weren't for Bolt and Arrow. Jackhammer. No. I got Bolt and Arrow. I'm good with what I got. Hopefully I do well on this daily. I don't really want to do 2 runs like I did last episode, but 2 runs is better than like 50 runs, I guess. Impede wrists. I really want it to be summer. I think about this a lot. Like, no plasma gun? I mean, eh. I think about this a lot. Like, right now it's winter. I live in Minnesota, so, you know, winter is long and cold and dark, and it really bums me out. Winter, you know, you're alright. I used to like winter better than summer. Like, I used to be like, 100% winter. Winter for the win. But now I'm like, ew, winter? Like, still winter? Like, still winter? It's still winter? Like, are you serious? Like, and it's so cold, you can't go outside, you can't do anything, like, you know. It's so much easier to hang out with people during the winter, because you don't need to be inside, you don't need to be at someone's house. You can just walk around the park, or, you know, drive around. I guess, like, you can drive around during the winter, but it's not as fun, because, like, in the winter, all I think about, like, is, like, oh, I'm using gas, I'm using gas, I'm using gas, I don't have any gas, like... Fuck! Did you see that bullet? Like, just, like, that bullet was seriously, like, that was crazy. I don't know what meow means, but like... Okay, it didn't crash. Wait, did it? Please don't. Please don't. Okay, thank you, fucking God. Let's just do another normal run. I'm gonna play as Fish again, because I only play as Fish. Like, that's just like... That's just the way it is. I have to beat Throne 2 before I can play as anyone else. And I made that pact, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, I don't know. Summer is just like, it's just a happier time for me, because you can hang outside with your friends, you can walk around places, you can go for walks at night, like... And sure, you can do that for winter, and some people like that better, and I respect that. It's like, okay, it's cool, you know. You can walk around, nobody's there, it's like, it's nice, but during the summer, it's just like so much better, because at night it's still cool, but it's not like you have to wear a coat. It's like you can wear a t-shirt at night and be fine, like, that's what I like about that. And during the winter, dude, I can't even like imagine, like, I can't even like imagine doing that. Like, I can't even fucking imagine like walking around with a t-shirt on and nothing else. Like, lately, it's actually been getting pretty warm, though. Lately, it's been, like, 40-ish. Right now, I think it's 33 degrees. I'm gonna watch here. I'm gonna check my watch. 33 degrees. But, like, last weekend, it was, like, 40 all weekend. I drove to my friend's house, and it was 42. It was super fucking warm, and I was, like, freaking out. And I was like, what? It's so fucking warm. And then, like, but before that, it was, like low 20s, like, high teens, like, it was really fucking cold, and I did not like it at all. It was super annoying. But now it's been getting warmer. I mean, now it's, like... back down a little bit. Like, it's not super cold, but it's not, like, as warm as it was. Like, snow is still melting, and I like that. I like, if I had to pick between having snow and not having snow, I'd pick not having snow. But if I had to pick between, if it's cold, like, if we're talking, like, 20s or 25 or, like, 30, if it's that cold and there's no snow, I'd rather have snow. But if it's, like, warm, like, I'd rather not have snow. Like, right now it's 33. If it's like above 32, I guess, like, is when I'd rather have snow, because 32 is like, you know, when it snows. Because that's the freezing temperature, you know? That's the temperature that water freezes at. I don't understand why, like, anything is like, why don't we just, like, make everything, like, round it all? Like, why don't we just make days, like, 10 hours, and just make, like, minutes, instead of a minute being 60 seconds, it's 100 seconds, and instead of, like, you know, instead of, like, a day being 24 hours, it's 10 hours, instead of an hour being 60 minutes, it's 100 minutes, like, and then, like, why don't we just do that? And then, like, there's 100 days in a year, and, like, you know, like, why don't we just do that? I don't see, like, the problem. Like, you know, you could be like, oh, well, like, that wouldn't add up. Like, it wouldn't be nighttime when we just, like, we just make them longer. Like, we just make seconds, like, longer. If we're already changing, like, everything, instead of a second being, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can make, like, a second be, like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, we can make them slower. Like, I don't see why, you know, I don't see the problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that would be a lot easier. I don't know. I've been thinking about that a lot. Ooh, I remember what I was gonna talk about. I was gonna talk about like, I saw, like, you know, like, Kesha's case. I want to talk about that. That's what I was thinking of. That's how I got on this thought process, and that's what I want to talk about. I am, like, furious about Kesha's case. Like, I am furious that she, like, lost her case. Like, that is so fucked up. Like, I don't know why, but, like, when I saw that, I mean, I do know why, but, like, for some reason, it made me, like, exceptionally angry. Like, I saw that she lost, and I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, I can't believe it. Like, if there's anything that like made me lose faith in like the United States like justice system, it's this. This seriously like made me so mad. And like I was thinking about it and I was like, you know, there's people who want like, you know, why did I take open mind instead of boiling veins? I should have totally just taken fucking boiling veins. I literally always die by explosions. Why the fuck didn't I take boiling veins? But I was thinking about like people who like hate women, or like people who like are racist or transphobic or homophobic or any of those things. Like those people, like none of that stuff like even exists anymore. Like it's like, to me it's like you've got people who are normal, like normal human beings, and then you've got people who are assholes. Like people who are assholes. Like the people that like, oh, like it was just the way I was raised. Like, come on. It's 2015. You have like your own like functioning mind, you know. Like just because like you grew up with it doesn't mean like that you always have to believe in it, and that you like can't that you can't like change your ways or anything like that. Like it's 2015. It's 2016. Like, you know, I already said it's 2015. Whoops. But yeah, like I don't know. Like to me, it's either just like, cause like now that like gay marriage is legal, like people who are like, now that gay marriage is legal, like people who are homophobic just like aren't homophobic anymore. They're just an asshole. They're just assholes. Like it's just like, oh, I just hate you now. Like I just hate you. That's all they have. Like it's literally like so dumb. Like they don't have anything over like gay people anymore. It's literally just like, oh, that's cute. Like you hate gay people. That's so cute. Like go die. Like, you know what I mean? Like like I'm trying to word this the right way that I like want to convey it, because like I feel like, you know, it could be construed wrong or whatever. Like, don't get me wrong. If you hate gay people, or if you're racist, or if you're transphobic, or if you're any of that stuff, I don't like you. I definitely do not like you. But I also just think like you're just an asshole. Like I don't know, like to me it's just like there's no reason for that. Like there's no like, it's not in our culture anymore. It's not like just normal for us anymore. It's like, you know, times are changed, and it's like it makes you a bad person to be like that. Like it just makes you a bad person. That's just straight up like true. Like a human being is a human being, you know what I mean? No matter what kind of human being they are. Except for Big Bandit. He's an asshole. And I guess like, oh, well, I guess you could say the same like for what I'm saying, like, oh, a human being is a human being even if they hate gay people. But it's like, okay, sure, a human being is a human being even if they hate gay people, but like they're not a good human being. Like that's what I'm trying to say, is like they're a bad person. Like it's like not right. You know, it's not right. Like it's like just, you know, let people do what they want to fucking do. Like I hate when people sit there and like go like, oh, we need to take America back. We need to make America what it used to be. It's like America has always believed in a separation between church and state. And literally all Republicans want is to follow God's like wishes and stuff, and like use Catholic like ideologies and stuff in fucking government. And like I don't see like aren't people like who are fucking pro, like who are Republican, like super into like America being America and stuff? Like they're super into like fucking laws and shit. Like I don't know, like to me that's just like, it's totally fucking hypocritical the way that like Republicans think like a lot of the time. Because it's like you want a separation between like you believe in all that shit, but like literally all Republicans want is to make the government more like a church. And that's like what's dumb is like people in like serious government like arguments like in like the government go, well, God hates gay people, so like we shouldn't make gay marriage legal. It's like literally, dude, like in a serious like government scenario. And that's like what makes me like upset is like, why the fuck like you gotta slander fucking like people like that? Like why do you gotta like do that? Like, is it so? And then there's other people, and then there's the people. Oh my god, this makes me a little bit more mad. Not that much more mad, because they both make me really mad. But like, this makes me like just slightly more mad is when people fucking sit there and go, well, I don't want to see that. Like, oh, like, are you serious? Like, in a real, like, government debate, it's, I don't want to see that, or what do I have to explain to my children? It's like, tell them that boys can like boys and girls can like girls. Tell them that, like, you know, just, like, explain it to them. Like, it's the same as, like, it's the same as a heterosexual relationship. It's, like, it's the same. Like, I don't know. When people say, I don't want to see that, or what, like, how do I explain that to my kid? It's like, oh, it's easy. You just say, hey, sometimes, you know, this happens. And, like, you know, sometimes, like, people tell you you're a boy, but you don't want to be a boy. No big deal. Like, that's what you tell you, like that's what you tell your kids. Like, that's what you tell them. It's like, it's seriously, it just makes me, like, it really, like, makes me upset. And, you know, I'm like a cis het white male, so I'm not really, like, in the position to be talking about stuff like this, I guess. Like, I don't really have, like, a zero, like, you know, I'm not what I'm trying to say is I'm not perfect either. Like, I fuck up every once in a while, but, like, you know, what they say about, like, intentions or whatever, like, what you say first is, like, what you're taught to say, and, like, what you think's, like, after that is, like, what, like, how, like, the kind of person you are, or something like that. Like, I don't know. There's like a proverb or something like that. It's like, what you say is, like, what you're taught, what you say first is, like, what you're taught to say, and, like, what you say second is, like, what, like, you want, like, what you truly want to say. Isn't that, like, what the thing is? I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, like, I mean well. Like, I might not, like, have, like, I might not, like, you know, be in the position to be talking about stuff like this, but, like, I want, like, shit to change. Like, I don't know, like, it's fucked up to me that, like, people, like, nowadays still, like, hold, like, and it holds, like, weight, too, when people talk about shit like that, like, in government and shit, like, being, like, you know, just, like, being like, transphobic and shit like that, like, it holds weight still, and it's, like, fucked up. Like, the bathrooms thing, like, I think that, like, trans people should be able to go into their respective bathrooms, like, that just seems like a no-brainer for me. I don't know, like, for me, like, that just feels like, oh, that makes complete sense. Yeah, they should be able to go in their own bathroom if they want to, like, but, like, you know, and I guess they technically can, but, like, people are gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Like, what the fuck? It's like, okay, come on, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, it's just, like, and, like, there's a lot of people who, like, get mad at, like, there's a lot of people who, like, get upset at people like me who are, like, you know, like, pro all that stuff. Like, I can't really figure out a word what I'm saying. Like, I can't really articulate this right now, but there's people, like, who are, like, for example, like, non-binary or something, and then, like, when somebody, like, accidentally misgenders them, like, just like an average guy, somebody who's not, like, culturally, like, aware, I guess, somebody who's just, like a normal, like, a frat boy, for example, like, somebody who probably isn't, like, very, like, you know, like, they mean well, but, like, they just don't know, is what I'm trying to say. And, like, people who, like, you know, like, they misgender them or something, and they're just like, fuck you, like, fuck you, like, I hate you, like, classic, like, dude just misgendering me. It's like, he didn't mean to, just say, like, hey, you know, I'm actually non-binary, I don't have a gender. Like, oh, normal, like, if that happened to me, I would be like, oh, okay, my bad. Like, you know, like, there's no need for, like, a violent or, like a violent reaction, like, you know. And there's some people out there who, like, react that way, and it's, I don't know, it's to me, like, it's not helping either party, because that just makes the guy, like, dislike, like, trans people more and non-binary people more. Like, that just makes them, like, dislike them, because, like, oh, I got fucking yelled at even though I didn't know. Like, I don't know. To me, like, that doesn't really help anyone when you react that way. And like, I know like several people who do, and like, and I get it. Like, okay, it sucks to be misgendered. It really does. But like, and this is what I say to anyone who's like, what the fuck, like, what's the deal with non-binary people? Like, can you explain that to me? And I'm always like, well, like, imagine, like, you're sitting in a restaurant and somebody calls you a girl. Like, would you like that? Like, to, like, my friend Keaton or something. Like, I'll be like, hey, Keaton, like, imagine you're in a restaurant and somebody calls you a girl. Somebody says she or something like that to you. You'd probably get offended, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, that's what non-binary people are like all the time. Like, probably doesn't feel good to get told that you're not what you think, like, what you want to be. And so, like, I see that, and I just, like, I feel like if they don't know, like, any better, I just feel like there's a line. Like, there's a line, you know what I mean? Like, there's an obvious line between somebody who wants to misgender you because they want to spite you, and somebody who actually just doesn't know. And, like, that's kind of, like, where I'm at. Like, that's, like, and, like, I know a lot of people who would just, like, flip out at shit like that, and, like, get really upset and stuff, and, like, it's just, you know, like, don't do that. Just be, you know, just be, like, level-headed. Just be, like, okay, like, you know, not everyone's gonna understand, like, what non-binary is. Like, you know, that's probably good. Thanks for watching. That episode was kind of heavy now that I think about it, but, you know, it's just the way I roll. Yeah, if you like the video, send me money on PayPal.